Good day everyone! The title of our study is Barangay Residence Information System. It's presented by De La Cruz Isabelita, Ortega Joyce, Pereo Julian of BSIS 4A. This is our chapter 1. First is the background of the study. Barangay is aspiring to receive technological ways in fulfilling responsibilities to form a change within the lives of its people. It implies replacing effort with machines to keep track of the progress of the technology. Computerization is a control framework that oversees form within the industrial working environment. It diminishes human mistake and processing time. In this way, it can boost efficiency and result in a high quality of production. This will result in a framework, well-integrated process with that perform much quicker and more exact than the manual system. The Barangay Residence Information System is suitable for utilize of barangay workers who have the access to profile data of barangay residents for their direct report. This is often mindful for a successful and efficient approach for barangay representative and residents. It helps them to finish errands faster and will also eliminate the require of expensive staff. It will give profile-based data for residents. Thus, it will propose a system that will give safer storage, fast retrieval of files, maintain reliability, accuracy, and fast tracking of files. Proposing a system for the records is very helpful to the staff of the barangay, from handwritten records and manual issuing of barangay clearance, certificates, and other barangay issuance. Barangay is trying to embrace innovative ways in accomplishing obligation to make change within the lives of individuals. It implies replacing human endeavors with technologies. The proponent conducted a study around barangay and utilizing manual process. It is time-consuming in terms of recording that will cause inconvenience. Usually, the reason why the defenders created the Barangay Residence Information System. Next is the statement of the objective. Performing an assorted task in a manual way in time devouring, the technology delivers us opportunity to make those things in fast and simple way of planning those tasks. The process of tracking records of daily, weekly, or monthly records become less efficient and less accurate because in a manual system, the data may misplaced or lost, so we aim to make a computerized records management system to easily find the record so that it is accurate, complete, accessible, and usable. Next is the conceptual framework. This study is intended to collect individual attributes from the residents of the barangay and convert it into an automated system. The Barangay Residence Information System could be a local system that can be accessed by two types of end user: the staff that assigned to the input of resident data and the administrator for the upkeep of the system. This system can be create statistical records such as total population of the barangay, health reports, and unemployed and employed citizens. This is the input, process, and output. As shown as in the figure 1, the Barangay Residence Information System will be responsible in storing all the resident data. It will also process the information of the residents, register new upcoming residents, and records transactions of residents of barangay. Next is the scope and the limitation of the study. This study enumerates the scope covered by the study and its delimitation. This system will automate the current manual process and transaction in the barangay. Apart from the effective recording and monitoring of data, this system is capable of processing online. It is open to all registered residents of the target barangay. Next is the significance of the study. The significance of the study is exceptionally timely for within the technology is getting greater and in demand. The proposed system will have significant effect on the both barangay residents and staff who oversee the framework as well as the barangay itself. The usage of the system will alter the method of the barangay is usual for keeping their records. The barangay will too guarantees that the record will be protected and secure, for it will require authorization before somebody can get to the system. This study is intended to various set of people who could benefit the system. The barangay official, they can easily manage, update, and records all the data they gathered. Next is the residents. This system will be beneficial to them in terms of monitoring and securing their records in a database. Future researchers, they may provide Bsis to the future researchers who may experience unrelated system. Researchers, this system will enable them to apply what they have studied and researched.
This is our chapter 2. This is the listing of our local studies, first entitled Computerized Information System. Computerized Barangay Information System is appropriate for use of barangay employees who have access to profile. It will help them accomplish tasks faster and would also eliminate the need of a large staff. It will provide profile-based information for residents in line with the government's view of globalization and competitiveness in today's information age. The researchers designed this system to help them gain more effective method in delivering information as well as complementary in keeping records and giving good services. Thus, this proposed system maintains residents' records as complete and up-to-date as possible and easily accessible for verification, monitoring, and helps to process and visualize data. Second, the Barangay 1A document request system, an integrated information management system for Barangay 1A data, profiling, incident recording, project or program monitoring, and document request. It is a web-based documentation system to keep track of records where computers are primarily the medium. The system executes the procedure of issuing document requests that fulfills clients' prerequisites and is based on the Barangay Citizens Charter. This gives priority to the client requests. The researchers introduced this system of document management and keeping track of records in a modern approach where computers are primarily the medium that reduces the consumption on computers. The system is replaced by computerized record-keeping system for improvement of barangay services. The current system is good in terms of speed, accuracy, security, and usability. The listing of foreign studies first entitled Promoting Digital Empowerment Through Implementation of Management System. The system was seen to be useful in expanding with proficiency and viability of overseeing and performing barangay transactions. With technological breakthrough and advancement in ICT, the existing manual process would still move forward. The system was designed to be accessed only by the authorized user to ensure that the integrity of all transactions. It determined the significant features and the most appropriate method of system used in the development of an effective and reliable barangay management system. Second, the Barangay Disaster Preparedness Monitoring Web application. It is utilized to standardize data collection of barangay disaster readiness data at the barangay level, provide a more proficient announcing system for the cities and regions, and to have a observing instrument and program coordination of information at nation level. This system will give the administration a real-time situation on barangay readiness through information visualization. This system was developed as a means for the data collection and a central repository of disaster preparedness information of the barangay. And last is Concurrency Management System Florida. They moreover point to upgrade the communities get to endow nation. This one-person officer is mindful for keeping up positive community and media relations. It is to ensure that all the needed public facilities and services are all available concurrent to the effects of development. The table shows the features of the proposed system in the first column, whereas the following columns are the features of the related system.
So this is our chapter 3. In this phase, the proponents gathered information at the barangay office and arranged to meet the requirements of barangay. The proponents member also coordinated with the barangay secretary who are in charge in the manual handle of conducting the study of population. We, proponents, gathered all the data that we need in the barangay hall. We also coordinated with the staffs who are in charge in all the manual process of the barangay. The researchers gathered information from the Secretary Office of Barangay. Through gathering data, the proponents figure out solution for their current manual process. In this ways, the programmer programs the framework and follow the particular coding requirements. In this phase, the researcher will test the input and output of the system to determine in case is the right operation that is provided. The researcher invited different individuals from the barangay office to test and rate the system. The proponents will go through the test of the input and output of the system. This testing is held where the barangay is. In this phase, the system is already created and tested. It will be implemented to barangay for observation if it is effective and successful. In this phase, the system must have an exact date for monthly and maintenance checks to ensure that it is functioning properly and will continue to provide excellent service to the barangay in the future. The system requires maintenance in order to keep the system functionality on track and deliver great service for its customers. So this is our chapter 4. Since pandemic strike, we experienced a few challenges in creating our framework. Since it's different from before, the group mate can meet effortlessly and talk about with the arrange and share thought to create a framework. Presently, that pandemic strike we got to communicate through online and there's a lot of obstruction that prevent us to communicate like in a poor connection. We develop our system by group effort like we are assigned individually and we need to comply and the set given date. And some other time, we do video call to give ideas and some opinion to accomplish our task. Our willingness to understand all the aspects of our system, we will efficiently and effectively handle respondents' questions to provide solutions for our system. And also, we give ourselves an edge by taking the time to prepare interacting with our respondents. The proponents demonstrate the system's functionality with the randomly selected respondents. The respondents were evaluated using the survey in order for the respondents to distinguish the level of acceptability of the proposed system. This section presents the analysis of the data collected and gathered from the respondents of the barangay resident information system.
Participants of the study. The respondents of the system were taken from the staff of Barangay Villamonte and from the residents of the barangay. The staff is the one who assigned to enter the data of residences in our system, and the residence is our client. So, the participants of this study were composed of barangay officials. The researchers made use of random sampling method. Interpretation of data. The proponents used a 7-point Likert scale to validate the system. A 7-point Likert scale offers 7 different answer options related to an agreement that would be distinct enough for the respondents. Without throwing them into confusion, typically, it includes a moderate or neutral midpoint. A 7-point Likert scales are known to be the most accurate of the Likert scales.
This is our chapter 5. First is the summary of findings. The proponent of Barangay Residence Information System aimed to develop a system simply transform the current manual system to an automated one, which lessened error in using a manual way. The methodology used in the study was the RAD model. The proponent concluded that the system is fully operational as the SAM data gathered, which was reflected in an overall result of satisfactory result. Therefore, the researcher concluded that the specific function of the proposed system are more useful and effective. Next is the conclusion. The chapter presents a summary of findings and conclusion drawn from the findings and the corresponding recommendation of Barangay Residents Information System. Next is the recommendation. Based on the finding and conclusion of the study, the proponent provide the following recommendation. First is the proposed system should have maintenance every 6 months. Second, the admin should conduct other research to enhance some features in the system. Third, the system should be more feasible and recommended to have a database backup just in case the data will be lost, so it will be retrieved easily. Fourth is the admin should conduct a proper training for the user on how to use the system in order to make it efficient and effective.